part, okay, where we installed the hypervisor and the virtual machine for Linux operating system, where we will be performing the command line operations, right? So there are the set of instruction by which we can let the operating system perform as the way we make it to do the task as the way we want it to execute task for us. So yes, so I'll be starting with the command lines and all, okay, the instructions basically, how we can instruct in on a Linux system with the help of command line. First of all, I'm sharing my screen, and now I'm starting my virtual machine. It is VMware workstation. And we already have a virtual machine, so we don't need to click here, create one new virtual machine. We can simply open it by document section, and we have the virtual machine here of Red Hat Enterprise Linux, right? And we can open it. Now can start it. It will take some time to start. Now, if we want to, log in with the user, we can simply log in with Karan Sharma as a local user. Okay, but the Karan Sharma will not be having the all permissions. Okay, so we'll click on not listed to log in as a root user. Okay, will be logging as a root user here, so which has the all permission to execute every task in the operating system of Linux by command lines or by the you know uh, visual mode root. And I have set it the password. I mean, entering the password, and we have logged in with the root user now. So here you can see, okay, the overview of this Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay, we can use the uh, this way, okay, visual way. We can give the instruction like to install the software. To we have the browser also, Firefox, but we need terminal. By default it has the bash, or it has the bash shell. That we provide the instruction to bash shell, and that shell provide the instruction to the kernel, and that kernel interacts with the hardware and with the configuration, and provide us the result, desired outcomes, right? To okay, now to zoom in, we can simply control shift plus, and we can zoom in. And we are login with the root user, you can see. Okay, uh, okay, if we write pwd, the first command, which is present working directory, okay, it will showcase where we are. So we are at the root user right now. Okay, we are working in the root user directory, and in the Linux operating system, everything is divided into the files. Okay, separated as files. Okay, files and directories. Basically folders are called as the directories in the Linux. Okay, fine. So continuing with it, so slash is the the main, or you can say the foremost mount, which contains everything, like booting related data, root related data, or you can say USR, okay, which contains the binaries and installed software related data, configurational related data. Okay, every mount is covered in this slash. Okay, so yes, so starting with the very first command, we'll be using the command to check the date. We can simply write date here. We can get the date. Okay, it is very easy. Now, to create a directory, or you can say file, we can simply write mkdir, make directory. Okay, and we have to name it. Like I'm making a directory by naming Karan. It will create a directory. And if we want to see, okay, the directories in the current files, we are having the access of root, and in this root we have some files. Okay, to see it, we can write a command which is ls, that is listing of the directories and files simply, and we can see. Okay, here we can see we have this anaconda ks conf desktop documents downloads Karan, as we have created Karan recently. So yes, the blue color folders, or you can say the blue color names are the directories or files, sorry, not directories or folders, and the white color is showing the file. Okay, basically. Fine. So to create directory, we can use mkdir. Now to create a empty file, we can use touch command and name it by like current 2. Okay. Now we'll again list it, that what are the files and directories we have in the current root user, uh, this root in this root system. Okay, we can simply list it out by like this. We can see we have Karan. Okay, all right. So to check, we have another command to check the time. We have, we can simply to check the calendar, we can use simply the cal command. Okay, here, like this. And if we want to check the whole year's current calendar, then we can simply cal hyphen y. It will give the from January 2023 to December. Okay, so basically every command has three major subdivisions. Like first we have command, then we have you know the argument, and then we have the option. Basically we have three subdivisions of every command, which is first we called command, then we have option, and then we have argument. Okay, So first, we have to give the command, okay, the instruction set of instruction which we want to perform. Want get to we want the system to perform according to our needs. Then we give the options to it, according to the we need to specify the behavior of that command. Like, I have added with cal we added -y to set the behavior to check the whole year's calendar, and then on which file or directory we want to execute it. The argument is not every time it is not required, but this is the basic instruction pattern that we follow in command line system. Okay, hope it is clear to you. Now let's come up to the cal hyphen. If you want to see from this month to next year this month, okay, then we'll use hyphen greater y, okay, cal y. Now we can see, like, November 2023 to October 2024. Okay, and if you want to see, let us suppose we want to see the 3 months calendar, then we can say directly can write -3, and we can see 3 months calendar, right? And if you want to check the options, okay, for a particular file or directory, so we can use cal hyphen h help. Here we can see what are the things which we can use, like, to check the year, show the whole year. It will give us the options where which we can use, okay, as this. Okay, so cal help, or you can directly write man cal. It will also show you the same thing, right? It will give you our you know overview of everything in a very detailed way. And to come out from this file, we can simply write q, and we can come out. Okay, now let's check some options with date. With date, we can use -u. Okay, it will share the date in the UTC format, and if we'll write simple date, then it will give us the date in IST format. Okay, and if we want to extract something from the date, then we have to modify the option date hyphen d. Okay, there is no options as like that, so we can, okay, we can like hyphen, we can there's a option by which we can use it like this. In this way we can extract that, today is 2nd of November, so we can extract the date from it. Okay, now if we'll write date plus percentage y, it will give us the year, and date percentage plus percentage c, it will give us the century, but less than, it is 21st century, but it will showcase one less than the current century, right? So yes, it is like that. So let us suppose if we want to see the date only, so we can simply write date plus percentage d. Here in this way we can see the date. Okay, here it is given the month, here it is given the date, and here it is given the year. Now if you want to, let us say we want to see the date in this format. Okay, I'm giving you some time to think by yourself, and then we'll perform the operation. in which how we can execute the command by which we can give the by which we can extract the desired outcome. Okay, so yes, let's see. Date plus percentage d, and then we need this percentage plus percentage m slash plus percentage y. Okay, it has it. We don't need to put the plus sign here. We can simply use plus sign for once only, and here we can get the date, month, and year accordingly, right? And if we want to get the year complete year, then we can use this, and here we can use the complete. We can see the complete year, right? All right. So let's come up to the directory system that I have mentioned, PWD, present working directory. Okay, it will showcase us that we are working on the root right now, and if we want to list the root items, we can simply root it. And if we want to move into a particular file, then we have to simply cd, okay, change directory to, let us say we want to go into desktop, right? So we can simply write the desktop name, and we'll move into it, and we can see what are the content which are listed over the desktop, right, by ls. So there is no content here. Okay, so it has shown that we are into the desktop. And if we want to come back to the previous um, root again, to the previous directory, simply we can use cd, mm, cd, then we can come back to the root again, and here we can see again the listed files and directories like this. All right, so now we can see the listing. I have shown you how we can list the things. And if we want to see the list in the long listing format, let us say we want to see the timing when it has been created, the size of it. Okay, we can see it by ls hyphen with the option, okay, by a long listing, right? So here we can see that it is a directory. Okay, the d is showing right directory, and it is showing the permissions. And in this directory, how many files are there, it has shown. Okay, now this is the time which when it was created. This file was created at that particular time, in this particular time, right? So like we can create this. And to create a file, I have shown you, to create the empty file, we can use touch. Okay, now if you want to create more than one file, we can simply use touch current 22 current 33 current 44, and we can list it like this. Here we can see there are more than one files we have created, the empty files. Okay, now let's come up to the mount system. Okay, every data is contained over the this uh, this sign. Okay, this is called the master drive. in Windows also we have the master drive, like admin. The master drive is already contained in C folder, but into this Linux system we have everything into this hash. Okay, so cd hash. So we have moved up to the master drive, and if we list it down, we can see different type of mounts that we have created over here, right? And again, if you want to go to root, simply we can see we can write cd, and we have came into the root system. And if you want to check how much data that how much configuration that we have provided to each mount, we can use one command, that is lsblk. So here we can see that this RHEL operating system has 8 GB of data it has taken. Okay, the boot has taken 500 MB. USR taken 7 GB. Is this contained these 5 GB? And different mount, this var contains the configurational related data, and this home contains the user related data. This swap contains the temporary memory. Okay, uh, these this is when the data is overloaded. Okay, in the temporary memory, it it somewhere at some point of time it transfers some data to the swap, and then again retained it from swap to the actual memory. Okay, so it works like that. So by lsblk command we can see different mount points and how much the size that we have given to it. All right, now again, with ls command we can do a lot of things, like we want to see the hidden files and directories, we can use ls hyphen a. We can see hidden files and directories by seeing this point. Okay, and if you want to see it in long listing format, then al. So it has showcased us into this format, long listing format. It has showcased us the name also. All right, now if we want to see it in the human readable form, this is the actual the disk space which it has, this file or directory has taken. So this has shown into in the it is not shown into the human readable form. So if you want to make it shown to the into the human readable form, what we can do is we can simply write ls hyphen al ahl. Now you can see H for human readable form. So 4 KB it is, 1.2 KB it is. Okay, it has shown into this KB format. Okay, now what we can do next is if we want to change every the timing of every file and directory, we can use touch command, timing of this. Okay, with the touch command we can also change the timing. So let us say the current two has created at 6:47. Okay, so if I will write touch current two and ls hyphen l, so it will showcase the new timing which is as same as the current timing. And if you want to see change the every file and directories timing, for that we can use ls hyphen, sorry, touch star. And now if we will long list it, we can see that every file and directory's timing has been changed to the current timing. All right, so by this you can have a track, if someone makes any changes to your file or directory, the time will change. Okay, so in that way you can identify that which file has been modified without your permission or without your existence when you were working at the system. So like that it works, like it works in this way. Okay, now in the initial process I have talked about the inode number, that every file or directory has its unique identity number. So to check it, we can simply write I to, let us say we want to see Karan two's inode number. So it will showcase us the inode number of this file. And if you want to see ls hyphen il, it will showcase us the inode number of every file and directory. Okay, if we want to see a particular directory only, so D is for the directory and long listing, and music. So for this directory will it will showcase us for the particular this directory's data. Okay, like this. And yes, let's come up to the path. Okay, so every the master drive is slash, as I've said, that in slash every mount point is covered under the slash mount. Okay, so every data is there into the slash. So to begin with slash, if we will begin the path with slash, it will cover the absolute path. And if we will move from one file to the next file, it will follows the relative path. Okay, so let us say we'll go to slash. Now we'll see, and will if we want to check the relative path, we can simply uh, go to the next cd etc. So it will go to this etc file, and here we can list it. These are the files and directories which are there in etc. Okay, again if we want to come to the root, we can come. And if we will want to check the absolute path, we can write the absolute path of this, that it started from slash and then etc. Okay, then we want to, let us say we want to go to gss. So it will be the absolute path of this uh, uh, folder. So we can come like this and we can see the content here. All right, so we have come into the gss directory like this. So there are two paths to follow. One is relative, where we can jump up to the next file or come back to the previous file, or we can directly give the absolute path to go from one path to another path by following each and every direction. Okay, basically. So by cd again we'll come up to the root. Okay, um now let us say I want to check a file data. By without opening it, we can use this command cat, and we can write the file name. Let us say anaconda is the file. So we can see the data which is there inside this. All right, without opening it. And uh, and we can create a new file also with the help of cat command, like this: cat greater sign, and give the name like Gaurav. Hi. Okay, so By this, enter and control D. We have came out from by control pressing control D. And if we will again list it out, so we can see that there is a file which is named as Gaurav here. And if you want to see the content of Gaurav, simply we can write cat command and GAURV. So we can see the content here. And if we want to change the content, we can change the content also, like this, greater than I. My name is not Gaurav. Okay. Control D to come out. LS. Now scat Gaurav. So the content has been changed. And if we want to append, extra, we want to give some extra data to the Gaurav file, we can simply write, uh, we can append it with the help of cat only, like double space and then not spaced, greater than, and we can append. So hi, my name is not Gaurav, but my name is Karan. Okay. So yes, control D. And now if we'll chase, if you want to see what is the data which is there in Gaurav. So here the data has been appended in this way. All right. And now there is a lot of things that we have performed over here. And now if you want to, uh, you know, um, come up to a new page, we'll simply write Control L. So it will basically just start it from this. Every data is over. It will start it from new page, but the data which is uh, every command that we have performed previously, that is available in the upper hand. Okay, in the header, or we can use clear also. Okay. So by this, it will remove all the commands which now if we will move the cursor, we cannot see anything, right? Like this. So uh, so guys, that is all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. You have learned something new from this, and we have performed some basic command line instructions over Linux operating system. And just practice, and it will help you out. Okay, you don't need to remember each and every other command. It will just work upon the basis how much you practice by yourself. And yes, you will get used to it, and the commands that are there, it will be handy after practicing it again and again. So it works like that, right? So for today we are come overing we are done with this session, and we'll meet you tomorrow with something new. And yes, if you'll enjoy the video, like, subscribe and share to the channel, and hit the bell icon, and just subscribe to Sharma ji ka beta, okay, to this channel. Thank you.